Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of my channel. Ollie Welch here. Today we are talking about conferences. Now, whether you're in network marketing and attending a conference, whether you work in sales and work for a company and you're being sent out on a conference, making the most of that day or that 2 days or that week, however long it is absolutely imperative. And it doesn't start the day you get to the conference. It starts weeks, if not months before. And today, in this tutorial, I'm going to take you through all of the steps that I go through whatever conference I'm attending to make sure I network myself out to the max. So sit tight, I'm going to roll reel, and I'll be back in just a second with those 6 awesome tips that you need to know. So, first of all, let's put some context around this. For all you network marketers out there, I've been investigating and looking into network marketing now for, crikey, nearly a year and a half. And it's something that I'm looking to launch and kick off very, very soon. Part of this channel, part of my Instagram stories and part of my Instagram page. It's all going to be taking you through that journey. But while we do that, and from what I've researched so far, and I've got some friends that work in network marketing, they all tell me about the companies you represent, and you grow your businesses within, you attend their conferences. So this is one for you. It's not always about meeting external vendors, it's just about making the most of a conference when there's so many people there. And to the flip side of that, for those of you like me that work for an organization and attend conferences because you work in sales, it's part of getting your product across, part of networking and meeting new people, all of these points are going to be absolutely relevant for you too. So let's get straight to it. For me, this is ultimately number one. Whether I'm attending a conference, whether I'm getting on the train in the morning, whether I'm getting the train home in the evening, whether I'm just sitting or standing next to a stranger in a coffee shop, I am one of these people that opens up conversation. It's all about networking, it's all about meeting new people, and you have to put yourself out there. So first of all, your mindset for the conference is, yes, you're going to learn, yes, you're attending for a reason, but for me, the reason beneath all reasons is networking. So get that as your mindset when you're about to go and attend a conference. So tip number 2, and I touched on this during the introduction, is all about prep and research. Now the conference I'm attending starts on Monday after this weekend. Now my prep for this started 2 months ago. So at the point we decided as an organisation that we're going to attend the conference, first thing we did is looked at who's actually going to be attending. Now for our business it absolutely makes sense, it's me to attend. So the minute that happened, it would bring everyone around that's involved, that supports that process, in a meeting room or on a call if it's global, and let's discuss and talk about how much we're spending on this conference, what the return of investment is on this conference, and how we can absolutely get the most out of it. So from the minute we paid our bill to join and attend, it was prep. So we have been calling every single attendee that we know is going there, not so I can just say hello to them when I get there, but getting actual time in the diary at lunchtime, through breaks, before or after, whenever we can do, so I can get some time with those attendees. Because as I said, it's all about networking. There's no way we'd be able to do that just on the day and be that organised and meet that many people. So tip number 3 is all about knowing your agenda. Now, if you're going to a conference that's anything like mine over the next couple of days next week, it is literally back to back with different sessions, and some of those sessions run simultaneously at the same time. Now, if that's the case, depending on the audience, depending on the delegates, they can be picking and choosing what sessions they attend. And this is where it gets a bit difficult, and this is why you need to kind of get through that agenda and really think about what sessions you're going to attend. Because some sessions you're going to want to attend because you want to learn and you want to listen to the speakers and you want to kind of understand what's going on in that little specialist world that session's about, or whatever the topic might be. But on the flip side, you're going to want to attend sessions where you know that the delegates that you want to meet and network with are also going to be attending. So just getting through that agenda, thinking about your target audience, those target people you want to network, think about where they're going to be attending, think about the topics of those sessions and the ones you want to go and learn from. And it's really a case of just kind of putting them out on the table in front of you and working out exactly what ones you're going to attend. Now you may get swayed on the day, you might change that slightly, but at least it gives you a guide. It's all about walking into that conference, knowing exactly what to expect, that you're prepped, that you're organised, and you know what you want to get out of it. And being planned to that agenda, knowing exactly what sessions to go into, is all about the planning and getting to the right people. Okay, halfway. So far so good. Now tip number 4. Now this is an interesting one that a lot of people don't think about. Often at these conferences and events there are sponsors. Now quite often the company I work for, we sponsor events, and a lot of whether it's the bottled water during the day, whether it's the lunch, the breakfast, whether it's because they've got their big banners everywhere, there's lots of sponsors for these events. What you often find, and not everyone hears about, is some of the vendors are very, very clever, and they'll do something in the evening, and if they're a technology vendor like I am, they'll target specifically the delegates and the clients they want to attend. What they won't do is look at other vendors like myself and see if they want to attend. So for me, you want to link up with all the other vendors, just because in some respects you're competition, connect with them, speak to them, let them know you're going to be there, let them know you want to speak and meet up. And chances are, if they're hosting a party or an after event bash, you're going to get invited. This is also really important for all you network marketers out there, because for your types of events, there's usually balls, there's usually some kind of disco or some kind of party, or if it's a 3-day event, there's always kind of a closing party. You need to know exactly what's going on, because the closing party is at the end, but I guarantee there's also going to be little individual things going on the other couple of days. Find out what they are. The only way you're going to do that is by pre-networking and speaking to people before the event. Connect with all the people you know that are going, connect with all the people that they know that are going, and find out what after event things are going on, because you want to be part of them, you don't want to miss out. They are sometimes the best places to make those connections, to build that network and have those conversations in a relaxed and friendly environment, usually over a drink, where people tend to talk and open up so much more than they would do actually during the event. So this is another good one that a lot of people don't talk about. It's something I always make sure I do. Freeing up time and making sure I'm aware that things are going on in the evening is really important, as I just said. But so is just freeing up time in general, both before the event and after the event, on every day of the event. There's no good arriving in or flying in and coming off a plane or off a train and walking straight into the first session of the event. You've missed all the pre-networking, you're probably quite rushed, you're not organised, and you don't get a chance to walk in, settle and get a feel for what's going on at that conference that day. For me, I like to get there early. I tend to get there really early, have a coffee before, see what's going on around outside, see what people are doing. When the conference starts, I'm one of the first people there. There's usually little tables gathered around. I grab a coffee, grab a table. They're usually in short supply, so you'll find lots of people will then come and join you. If they don't come and join you, you can see who's walked in, you can look at their name badges, you can work out who's who, and then you can spend that time and go and target them, get yourself near them, strike up conversation, find out who they are, what they're about, and early on you start making those network connections. Before you even get into that first session of the day, you've already connected to a load of people. So you're feeling good, you're feeling pumped, mindset's right, and you're in a good place. That is how you make the most of an event. Also though, it's freeing up time after the event. You never know who you're going to meet that day. You never know how tight for time there's going to be. You could meet the client or the person you've wanted to connect with for absolutely ages. You have a quick 10-second conversation with them. They haven't got much time. They say, hey, there's an event going on later, or we're going to this bar, or for coffee over here, or let's meet in the lobby of the hotel. All of these things can happen. If you've suddenly got to rush off at the end of the conference and get a train home, you've ruined and missed that opportunity. So if you're like me, you've got a wife, you've got kids, there's lots going on, clear that space. You've got loads of time before and you've got loads of time at the end of the day. That way you can make the most of all of those kind of last minute tactical things that may or may not happen. So last but not least, again, this is so important, it's so obvious, but I see and I attend conferences all the time and so many people get this wrong. Make sure you dress appropriately, make sure you dress accordingly. Make sure you're aware of what's going on during the day. It's why you need to know about after events. It's why you need to know what the sessions are you're attending. You need to dress accordingly and appropriately for the event you're attending. Now the one I'm attending next week is called InvestOps 2018. It's very much financial markets driven. There's going to be a lot of people suited and booted. Whether I wear a tie or not, probably not, to be fair, because I want to come across a bit more relaxed. But I'll be sharp in a suit, pressed shirt, shiny shoes. I'll just have a book with me and a pen and my business cards so I can write notes if I need to. I'll know exactly the agenda. I've downloaded the app for the event already, so I'm good to go. I don't want to be lugging around a rucksack. I don't want to have loads of stuff on me. I want to be minimalist, but I want to be able to dart around, smooth around, speak to people, network, without kind of lugging stuff around with me. So I know what I'm going to wear already for next week. It might be a different type of event. It might be a really glam type of event, especially for you network marketers out there. I know your events usually are quite glam. So again, you want to be dressed in a way that expresses you and who you are for those types of events. You know, for me personally, I do like to stand out a bit. My way of doing that on a Monday and Tuesday is being in a sharp suit, well kept, well groomed and looking the part. So make sure you're going to your event in the same way, but don't go so far left field that you end up standing out and looking like an idiot, because then you're that person that people think, I don't really want to spend time with them, I don't really want to network with that person. We're in a sales environment, we're all about networking, we're all about putting our best self forward. If that's your best self forward for this type of event, you've got it all wrong and you're not the type of person I want to network with. It sounds really, really harsh, but that's what's going through my mind when I'm working out who I want to speak to. Now, you could say that's a fault of mine for not speaking to someone just because of who they're dressed. I wouldn't go that far. Of course I'm going to speak to them, but it doesn't do you any justice. There's lots of people at these events, and standing out is good, but standing out that you look stupid, not so good. So have that in mind. It's a fine line between one or the other. I appreciate that, but it is worth considering and it's worth thinking about. Okay, so let's wrap up that tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this kind of tutorial, if you're in network marketing, if you're in sales, subscribe to my channel. There's going to be loads more videos coming at you just like this to help get you through all of these different situations. It's nothing extraordinary, but it's little quick, easy tips that could make a real difference. And especially if you're new to sales or you're new to network marketing, this kind of thing is going to be a bit alien to you. So watch these videos, take some tips, take what you can, leave what you don't want, and hopefully it will help you on your way. Anyway, thanks for watching, much appreciated. So check me out on my Instagram account, on Facebook, on my website, all the links are below. Subscribe to this channel and I'll be back very soon with another video. Thanks for watching, later on.